Hello again, this is Zyphos1982 here. Today I am on my private server in the creative test world, which is a creative flatland, as you can see here. Today I am making a video in response to a post on a forum thread in risemc.com, subject mine killing. Reason being is that RiseMC server has Towny and PvP integrated. It is legal to kill a player while he's mining stuff and take his items when he dies. It's a pain in the ass. It's considered griefing and harassment on other servers, but this server actually encourages it. A certain user decided to post a complaint, Roadhouse, and this is my response. All you have to do is stick one of these in your town. It is a building that houses a machine that automatically brews 8-minute invisibility potions. It's a very simple machine. All you have to do is just take your supply. I recommend 3 for 24 full minutes. That's more than enough for any mining adventure. Never take more than you need because the potions do not stack and they will hog up your inventory space. But yeah, you can take your invisibility potions and drop off the radar. Once you suck one of these down, you're invisible and nobody can see you in-game or on Dyn map. After that, you're pretty much golden. And there is a recycling program too. Once you have your empty bottles, you bring them back, you fill them up with water, and you stick them in this chest here, and it's just as long as you have the ingredients and the top chest full of water bottles, you'll have a good supply of invisibility potions. The machine itself looks like this, well, partially hidden by that wall back there. It's a pretty simple concept. Your ingredients go into these chests and hoppers and droppers down here. They are set off in a timed sequence so that their order is distributed properly. They arrive in this hopper here and in the order in which they were injected, and they will drop out in the proper order as well. Let me go up here. The biggest thing about this machine is the rail cart timer. I use this cobweb here. You're going to need a silk touch property to obtain a cobweb. You're going to need this because the minecart will actually travel through the minecart and slowly drop. It will finally drop around 24 seconds in the cobweb. And brewing things takes about 20 seconds, so there's a little bit of time compensation, but this is probably the cheapest 20-second timer I can come up with that doesn't use repeaters. Repeaters are unreliable because if the server lags, their timing cycle gets screwed up. A minecart or an entity stuck in a cobweb seems to be more reliable than the repeaters, and I really don't suggest, was it 2 repeaters for 1 second? You need 20, so that's 40, maybe 40-50 repeaters to adjust for lag. Can you imagine 50 repeaters? I mean, that thing would probably stretch in a loop all the way out here and make the whole thing big. Yeah, so repeaters would be inefficient. Rails are easy to come by. Powered rails can be made fairly easy as well. Detector rails and mine carts can be found in the mine shafts. Other than that, this machine will produce everything you need, provided that you keep it stocked with materials. You'll need nether warts for making the awkward potion. You're going to need golden carrots, which is gold and carrots. Look up the recipe on the wiki. You're going to need redstone to increase the duration, and you're going to need spider eyes, and I have mob spawns disabled, so I was supposed to spawn a spider, but whatever. Spider eyes come from spiders. If you have a a mob spawner grinder for cave spiders, then more power to you. You got an infinite supply. Fermenting a spider eye is going to require sugar, so you're going to need sugar canes and brown mushrooms. Brown mushrooms can be found in the nether or on I forget where else. Well, you can get them from the Towny shop and spawn. The thing about mushrooms is they can only grow in low light conditions. They are a fungus, not a plant. They will not grow directly outdoors in the open either, so that's why I have built this little curvy shelter here, basement-like shelter. Use redstone torches instead of normal torches for light, and once you get your supplies up and running, you just stick them in the chests up here. You get your nether wart for step 1, your golden carrot for step 2, your redstone dust for step 3, fermented eyes for step 4, and it's pretty much it. For materials, I'm going to teach you how to build one of these. Here's your materials list. You're going to need 12 chests, 13 hoppers, 4 droppers. Do not use dispensers. Dispensers are evil. Somebody could stick TNT into them. Always use droppers unless you need a special event triggered. Then you use a dispenser. But you'll need 12 redstone repeaters, 1 comparator, 4 torches, unknown amounts of dust. I did not count, nor do I care. 1 stack should be more than enough. Powered rails, you're going to need 9 of. Detector rails, 1. 7 normal rails, 1 mine cart. You can get all these from the abandoned mine shafts, and you can create the powered rails and detector rails from the normal rails. You're going to need 1 cobweb. Silk touch property is required to get this, and you can find a whole bunch of cobwebs in the mine shafts. This is optional, actually. 4 glowstone, that's more for the interface. You might want a transparent block. Glowstone is a transparent block, and transparent blocks will be allowed to open and close chests. Glowstone also provides light, so it has a double purpose. That's why I recommend glowstone. You're going to need an unknown amount of blocks, because however you set this up is up to you. Aside from the scaffolding and wiring, it's indeterminable how many blocks you'll need. You will be needing 1 brewing stand and the ingredients, as I covered that part earlier over there. Once you have those materials, we can start building. I am going to use sandstone for my building blocks, and you're going to build out your base, or dig out your basement if you're going to put this in a building. You don't have to house it. You can keep it as a big ugly machine if you want to. That's up to you. But basically, you just want to determine your starting points, and once you have your starting point, you stick in your chest, and your chest is going to start there, and it's going to be a double chest, and it doesn't matter which way it faces, because there's your wall. And your optional glowstone, you can use whatever block you want. Like I said, I'm using glowstone for its transparency property as well as its light property. So this is where you collect your potions from. Over here I'm going to put my water source, and this is where people will fill up their potions, and there, and whoops, and just build a wall. And my aim is off today. Oh gosh, I better not play any shooters. Yeah, so there, and then your water bottle chest will go there, as well as your hopper system. Yeah, you'll need a temporary block here, so you can stick your hopper going that way. You can delete that one and stick your hopper going that way, and this is where your brewing stand will go. I'll get rid of my magic wand. Okay, so that's where your brewing stand goes, and then you're going to notice the bounding box on the brewing stand. It's very tricky. It looks like it's taller than it actually is, but you're going to go and aim the top of the bounding box, and you're going to crouch or sneak click, and off camera it placed the hopper up there. It's very tricky to learn this, but whatever. It's a lot better than trying to click that freaking side or trying to click a non-existent. It's just easier to aim that way. Okay, once you have that done, you're going to put in a block here, and that's going to be your gap, and that's where your torch is going to go, and that's going to, this torch is going to shut off this hopper here so it doesn't suck the potions out, because normally the behavior when a hopper is conjoined to a brewing stand is no matter what, it will always suck the potions out. It doesn't matter if they're done brewing or not. Water potions, water bottles will go into the brewing stand and then immediately get sucked out. So it is important to power this hopper to disable it. After that, you stick in your timer repeaters, and here your timer repeaters are 1 on full delay, all of them, 2, 3, like that. And then you're going to come around and you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, like that. And these are going to go in full delay like that, and then you're going to get your redstone dust, and bing bang boom, done. That's going to stop your water bottle your supply, so it doesn't accidentally stick a water bottle in where it's not when it's not supposed to, and that's pretty much the simplicity of it. So now we are going to build up 1 over 1, and this is your base. This is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you need. This will be your dropper base, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They are going to face the wall, and then they're going to be facing 1, 2, 3, 4 directly into these hoppers. And what happens is when these activate, they will inject whatever their contents is into this hopper system, and that's exactly what we want. It's a nifty little feature, and I especially enjoy it. Thank you, Jang, for adding it. After that, we build out the base, and we go here. Yeah, 1 there too. We go 1 repeater, 2 repeater, 2 delay, 3 repeater, 3 delay, 4 repeater, 4 delay, more. If you 1 potato, 2 potato. Yeah. Okay, so this is how it works. It's going to be a timed injection as well as a distance factor. The first one is a short time as well as a short distance to the collection hopper. Second one, third one, fourth one, and that is important because this is how you're going to set up your sequence for brewing. This is going to be your nether warts, your golden carrots, your redstone, and your fermented spider eyes are going to go into here. And the way I'm going to set that up is I'm going to put in hoppers into the droppers. And yes, you're going to have to stagger these hoppers because the chests won't fit otherwise. You can use double chests optionally if you want to. I like to use double chests. It just gives more room, especially when you've got a giant farm. You'll probably appreciate having the extra room. So there you go. Again, this is your nether wart, your golden carrots, your redstone, and your fermented eyes. And then we just simply wire this up like so. Give me a second to get my bearings here. I just got sidetracked. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, I'm sorry. Here's a little fix. Let me get my magic wand. 1, 2, break it. Move 1 down. Yeah, there you go. Alright, these repeaters are supposed to go directly into the base, not into the droppers. If the power signal goes directly into the droppers become hard powered and disables the hoppers here, so you don't want that. You want the base to be hard powered, and that's why it didn't line up with the this torch here. So disregard what I built earlier and just build it like this, and there you go. So now this is your timer here for your ejection, which is immediate, and then there's your timer for your refill, and this is your timer circuit for your ingredients, and all that's left to do is the main timer. Now again, reason why I'm using the minecarts for a timer is because a recent bug fix, and I don't think it was bug, but it was a more useful one. A bug fix fixed the way comparators react with oh yeah, you're going to need comparators. 1 second, I'm sorry. Yeah, here. Alright, the way it works is that it only counts the slots down here, and the way it used to work is it used to also count the ingredients, and it looks like it still does, but it's not consistent and it's unpredictable. So maybe it's a new bug, or maybe it's a bug fix, whatever. We can't use the ingredient slot. It's unpredictable and unreliable. So what I did instead was I went up 1, and it's the collection hopper, or the injection hopper, that I'll be tracking. I will be checking for an empty state, which is a NOT gate, or an inverter, however you want to call it, and it will be checking for that. And when the last ingredient, which is the fermented eye, drops into the brewing stand, it will activate this NOT gate here, which will trigger that redstone dust there, which will go into, which will hard power this block, which is especially important because this is where the base of our rails will go, and we don't need that. We'll be needing this. Don't need the wand. Don't need that. And okay, so bam. Alright, and then this is your normal rail here. Your detector rail goes on top of here. Your normal rail goes here. You're going to need another normal rail because I found a bug that when it falls, it's not necessarily all 100% on the one block. It'll be slightly off, and it will actually hang here. So to fix that, both blocks are slanted. After that, so then let's see, come up here, 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 oops, and here. This is where your normal rails will go. That's your curvature. Oops, no, up 1, here, here. That's 2, 3, and then there will be a turnabout, like right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 normal rails turning around here. up 1, whoops, 2, almost there, 3, 4, turn, and there you go. Here, there, and there. Alright, so now all that's left is to knock out one of these blocks and power it with a torch, which powers the rails, which allows the minecart to climb the hill, and it will sink, it'll bounce off of this, it'll hit that, and this is where your cobweb will be. Don't need the brewing stand anymore. Not here, but one below it, because if you put it here, the cart will actually get stuck between the blocks. You need at least an open space, which is right here, and one open space for when it drops down. So you don't need this block, you don't need that block, and you don't need that block. This block you do need because it has to collide with it. So there you go. Once that's done, it will come down, it will drop down on that detector rail right there. You're going to come down 1, you're going to come over 1, 2, and you're going to come out like so. And this is part of your wire. Oh, come up 1. This is your wiring right here. 1, 2, and then you're going to come out to your repeaters, which are, let me check this torch here. Yeah, it's very important to put the torch under there and not here. Very important. Otherwise it'll power this line here, and we don't want that to happen. So 1 on full delay, 2 on full delay, and 1 here to prevent back power. After that, you just whoops, 1 down, 1 there, and there you go. It's pretty much done. That's the entire machine. All it's left to do is fill it with the ingredients, your water bottles, add an optional enclosure if you want to, the minecart as well. See, there you go, there's your 20-second timer, or 24. It'll take a while for it to go through. And a good sign that the machine needs maintenance is if you hear these things click. Normally they run silent. If they click, it means they need ingredients. If it stops functioning, there's a certain process to rebooting it. First step to fixing the machine, should it stop working, make sure it has water bottles. Always have water bottles. Second step is to check the ingredients. Come around to the back, check the droppers. Third step is to check this. Must check this hopper. It's very important. It cannot have more than one of each ingredient. If you see the brew stand that has a stack of ingredients, like so, you gotta take them out. It can only have one item. It can't have multiple items. It can have one of each item, but it can't have a stack of items, that's what I'm trying to get at. So you're going to have to remove the multiple items from the hoppers and from the brewing stand ingredient slot. After that, whoops, I forgot a minor detail. After that, you get a button, and you can put it anywhere you want. You can put it there, and this will be your manual restart. And that will start up your ingredients. See how it works there? You can also optionally add a button there. It's essentially the same thing, but putting the button here will also trigger the minecart timer, which is well, it may be needed, may not be needed. But in any case, yeah, the machine's done. it should fully function. Thanks for watching.